Hey guys, Bobby back again, playing Making History, the Second World War as Communist China, Chinese Soviet Republic. And when we left off, I believe we had just conquered the Shangzi clique and had pretty much taken over who we could in China, aside from the Republic and, of course, Japan doing their current invasion. Still waiting to see how this thing turns out down here. We have some troops right here, ready to move into place. Do I have any that I can send over that way? Not currently. But if I can, I want to go for it, because I can also use this guy. But, okay, here we are. So now, let's make sure our industry is all good. Can't really justify that right now. Okay, let's get some more of that going. Okay, and then, yep, we need a training camp, need barracks. Especially for early on, really you know, you want to make sure everything has a training camp, because really, that's the only way you're going to be able to conquer land, be able to get what you need, uh, to expand your empire. So, at this point now, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to prepare to attack China, which is just going to require us building up our army a little bit. It won't be too crazy. China's got a big military, but it's mostly militia, so it's not as difficult to really deal with once you match them unit for unit. We're finally starting to make some profit. That's good. Um, what are we taxing? We're still taxing at none. Um, this will go away and we'll be at that, and then this will go down as things go up. So it's only good things coming for us. The glorious revolution is occurring, if you will. All right. So still 1937. It's been a couple days since I played this, so to record for this, I play in my free time all the time, but it's more just about playing this specific game. I haven't been on this map in a minute. It's Germany up to. Haven't done the Anschluss yet. Nothing, nothing fun going on up there. What about wars? Anything else that I've missed? Nope, just the two. Just the two. Okay. Don't worry, China. You're going to be liberated soon by the people. Alright. I should probably watch where I go with that. I'm excited about posting more of this game on here. I think it's definitely a different kind of game. It's honestly one of my favorites to play when I find the time to play. Have some free time. Does that mean there's another wrought iron? Nope. Are we actually produce it? No, -2. Okay. It's fair. Okay. This next phase is going to be the real phase where it's kind of just build up. Oop, there it goes. Yep, Kingdom of Nepal. I knew it was going to happen. It happens a lot. Usually, and I don't know if this is actually built into the game to where, because I don't see this happen all the time. I usually only see it when I'm involved over here. If I'm Japan or I'm China or, even the Soviets. So I wonder if it's programmed to do that at points. Man, that's the thing though. Let's let's do it. Let's get our guys over here. And we want to do this just so that we can have a little puppet state of Nepal. Just to challenge the British. It's funny. I realized I definitely messed this up. I definitely should have let Nepal, or the kingdom, take them over first before attacking them. That way they'd have the entire country and not have to worry about there being a British Nepal right there. Um, so I definitely messed that up. So definitely, word of advice: don't do what I just did. At least not in that order. Wait till they conquer the entire country before doing that. Very upset that I did that, but that's fine. You live and you learn. It's also good just to tip. I'm gonna not invade right away though. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can just make peace. Can we just? Okay. What if I don't think I had any claims. Did I? No, I didn't. Or let's check. Let's check this out. Claimed regions. Oh, I did. I did. Sorry, I lied. I did have a claim on you, and guess what? I'm adding it back. Because you belong to me. But hey, at least now I'm not at war. I can still build up my troops and get them over here. But I can let him take over the rest of Nepal. We also wait for Bhutan. Hopefully Bhutan will do the same thing. Usually those are the first two countries I'm able to get to be puppet states for me. Um, I usually don't bother with making, because China's honestly got so many cities, so much population, so much MPUs, so much resources in its own that I don't really usually take many other countries and make them like proper China territories. Obviously, traditional like Macau and Hong Kong and Leizhou, I do, and obviously Taiwan, Formosa, or whatever. But Port Arthur, Manchuria. Obviously, eventually I take over those and make them proper China. But Nepal and India and Siam, Thailand, whatever you want to call it, Vietnam, Indochina. I leave those as their own proper countries because I like to build them up a little bit. I like to have the puppet states. It's kind of fun to see what they do. Ooh, look at them! They're trying to take over the little in between spot for Bhutan. I wonder. Okay, actually, I really hope what happens. I hope they take this, take over Bhutan, and then take the rest of that, because then I can just add this whole little section to my little alliance, little sphere. Are they gonna win the fight? They might. They might. It's just not smart though, because you're definitely gonna lose. Oh man, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Okay. Okay, that's fine. This isn't the first time this has failed for me. Maybe they'll at least take Bataan, and it's not like the rebels are gonna go away. Really, they're gonna come back. Yep, see, they conquered it right back. That's sad. And now they're probably yep. There we go. They failed. But I still feel better off that I just waited and made peace with them first, because if I would have done it the other way, it just wouldn't have worked out well. Because then I'd have to deal with Britain being in my sphere and not liking me, and they acknowledge me, right? Let me check. Do they acknowledge me? Yep, they do. We actually got decent relations. I have decent relations with everybody but Japan and China, obviously. Mexico. Why does Mexico not like me? Because apparently I didn't recognize them. I'm sorry. Well, trades with enemy. It's fine. Can have port access Mexico and a trade access treaty, because screw the United States. Do we have any ports yet? Not yet, right? Nope, not yet. That's sad. Who else doesn't recognize me? Oh, it's just countries that don't matter. I say don't matter in the in the game. Obviously, in real life, these countries all matter, but you know, you get what I mean. Also, had Afghanistan. It's only fair. All right, so there's only one militia there. It's two, one. Really, honestly, this is about getting Japan to actually do something and hurt them while I'm able to take territories. But it's going to be about building up all the troops at this point. But yeah, if we're being honest here, Nepal is going to revolt again, probably. It's not like those conditions have changed in any real sense, so we'll see them soon. We're into February of 1938. Ooh, I didn't select a research. I have a bad habit of doing that, and that sucks, especially early on, because we want to get to prospecting right away. It sucks early on. It sucks with these countries that don't have a high tree to begin with, because every turn matters really to get to where you need to be, especially if you want to get to nuclear power, to get to fighter jets, if you want to get to modern tanks, like all that matters, and especially early on when you're trying to like take over countries and sell yourself in. Brazil states attempted to seize power. Pro-Axis. Well, good for Brazil. This is the Brazil state. Are we good with Brazil? We'll see which one wins, because then I can, right before, use like supporting war and arms and shit as a way to gain influence on them. Because aren't they part? They're part of the BRICS, right? Of the whole BRICS like trade alliance. I think it's Brazil. I don't know what the R is. China. India. God, I'm totally fried right now, but I don't know what is going on here. Maybe Bhutan will revolt. What are they looking like? Ooh, no support. Fund coup. I'm just kidding. That would be funny. What about them? They're negative 76. They don't like it. They're also poor. Why'd you reject? Okay. Whatever, man. Let's see if the Xinjiang clique wants to give me their territories. What if I only wanted this territory? What if I just wanted Hemi? I'm gonna fucking fight you, Xinjiang. What's happening? Alright. So this is the build-up time. This is the time when we prepare for the war. What? Buy influence. Oh yeah, Austria's giving me money. That's nice. I like that. Good for Austria while they still exist. It's not going to be for long. I wonder how much longer until the Anschluss happens. Ooh, look at the UK also giving us money. How nice. What do we got? Buddhism sectarian riots. Ooh, 78%. It's annoying. Honestly, it's funny because for a while there I didn't care if it didn't have a city in it, because if it doesn't have a city, it can't secede and like form its own independent country. But it can request to be annexed by another country, and it will do that, and then you're just kind of screwed. Unless you want to declare war on them and take it from them, which if it's like Republic of China, sure, I'm gonna be fighting them anyway. It's whatever. But if it's the Soviets or the UK or Mongolia or puppet state of somebody, it's like, all right, well, not ready for that war. Just annoying. It's one of those things that they managed to they had that as a setting to turn off in the Calm and the Storm and Gold Edition and all that. You could turn off partisans, which kind of served the same function as this. But I get why they didn't, because also it doesn't happen as often. I feel like, unless you're just terrible at managing the territories. It's crazy to me that like I don't know. I'm gonna have to play the Gold Edition again for a little bit just to kind of get back into the mindset of it, because it's so different. It's so different to play versus this game and the First World War. It's just so more in depth. There's so much more going on. There's so many more territories. It's like a completely different experience. Just don't know. I don't know. I'll do a video about it or something. All right, let's keep going with this. 107. The two games that I've probably played. I've played a couple different games over 700 turns, but the two main ones that I remember was World Domination as Germany, where I did conquer everything, including America, including the Russians, including Japan, including Italy. Every territory was annexed by Germany. It was just Germany. Just Earth was Germany. I set up puppet states for fun, and then at the end I, annexed everything just to be Germany. But the other one was one where I played as Communist China. It was one of the first or second times I played through as them, and I managed to conquer. Basically, I managed to conquer all of China, of course. I ended up conquering Japan. I conquered all of Indochina, all of this, and I believe these guys, but not Indonesia. I think I left them be. But I conquered all of India too. And essentially, we were the third front. This area was just like the third front against the Axis domination and the Allies. And the Allies were getting their butts kicked in by Germany. Germany was like right here. They were like on my borders pretty much, while Japan was like over here, like chilling until I attacked them and managed to fight off the Germans for a bit. It was pretty hellish. It was like a really weird World War III. And the Germans had already landed in like Newfoundland, and were already landing in Canada. They hadn't gotten to America yet. I think they were invading like the Dominican Republic, which was weird at the time. Look at me, I'm saying hi to Dominica. What about Haiti? Let's say hi to Haiti. How much money can I give them? 71 gold. There you go. Sorry, America, I don't care. Do they still? Oh, they're good to me. Trade access treaty. Yay, we won't go isolationist until we have to. I don't know. This early stage of a game is just so different than the later stages because it's funny because eventually once you get to turn 700, like each turn's taking you a while, like 5-10 minutes at least, just because you're plotting out whatever war you're in, whatever defense setup you're doing, whatever like just thing you want to do with your territories. Oh, here it is. The Anschluss is about to happen. Yeah, they're strongly opposed. My God. Alright, so doing more ironworks, doing more barracks. It's fine. I'll build some universities. Because honestly, that's going to be the thing too. Is getting my technology high enough so that I can actually research these things is going to be crucial. Because eventually, if I'm going to take on Japan, if I'm going to take on, England even, usually what happens with England is they get invaded by the Germans, they lose, and then India goes free, and I can take them over pretty easily. And sometimes, depending on how strong I am, how much I've conquered of China, I will wait until they are independent and Germany's like conquered, or I'll just wait until Germany's about to take them over, and then I'll attack them kind of as like a, hey, I'm kind of on your side, like I'll support your war, haha, and like get them to not immediately take me over once they get to my borders. It's fun to, and how much of that's just me playing with in my mind with the just the like the role playing aspect of this game. Because to me, that's one of the best things about this game is it's fully role playable. Like you can totally play this as if you are the leader of this country and you're making these decisions and you like. And for fun, if you want, you can even save the game and then load it up as another country, and then make decisions. Like if you want to orchestrate a peace deal between a country, you can if you want, and it's totally free to let you do that. And it's just really like a simulator essentially of the economy of war, and you can kind of do with it as you will. And obviously there's the competitive like strategy factor of like winning games, of conquering and doing all that, and there's just just the fun of leading a country through a war and building it up. I don't know, it's fun to play as certain countries because especially like as Germany, obviously in real life they weren't set up to win, but things are a little bit different in a video game. You can find ways to make it work. Because obviously they were never going to take over America in real life in any real capacity. But, in a video game, you can make that happen. In a video game, all you need is, to build up the Navy as Germany, and boom, you can take over England, take over America. You're set. Here's the Anschluss. Good for Germany, I guess. It's the start of all that. Egads. We're doing our own Lebensraum over here. Our own manifest destiny, if you will. We have to reclaim China for our communist brethren. I find it so much more fun to play as the communist Chinese just because you start off so much smaller than the Republic. And it's like, in real life it was very unexpected. It wasn't like a foregone conclusion or anything that the communists were going to win. It was kind of unexpected, and so for it to actually, it's good that in the game it's very possible. You need to be smart about what you're doing. If you're just going to sit here and build up your army here, like you're probably going to make a treaty with them and face the Japanese and try to take them over here and take over the north, like in real life, and then manage to come back down here and have an extended civil war where really here you're kind of doing, you basically, you don't fight Japan, you fight China instead. Or, you make peace, but you don't actually fight Japan. You just build up your armies and then attack them. And it's like, clearly in real life that wasn't going to work. The Japanese aren't going to... In this game, Japan doesn't declare war on you. Until way later on, if they even do. Usually once I'm, like, getting close to Manchuria and stuff, they might get a little bit more involved. But by that point, look, France is gonna act like they're gonna denounce the aggression and then do nothing about it. Ooh, okay. Let's see how these things are doing. Oh, we got some armies building up over here, guys. Oh yeah, that's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Cool, cool, cool. And the thing with with communist China, I feel like in this game is you really, it's nice to ally yourself with the Soviets, but they're not going to last that much longer. They usually don't survive the Germans. It really just depends, you know. If they do, great, but they're probably going to get attacked by somebody else. They don't, keep good relations with anybody in this game. They're just always there. It's just like I want Mongolia. I want my own Mongolian People's Republic. But why do they hate me? It's because I have their territory. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, to say the least. This episode's probably going to be the least action-packed, least amount of war, least amount of conflict, just because we're still building up. We're still getting close to where we're going to need to be to actually take over the Chinese. Fully take over China. Let's see where the world forces are at. How are we looking? It's bigger. It's bigger. I might be in a decent spot where I could actually make this work. Let's just see. Okay, let's say this guy's going to go here. This guy's going to go here, probably. He'll match that with that and that. What about over here? Okay, we got 4. So this guy's going to go over here because he's going to take that guy out. This goes here. Same with that. Here's going to be there. This guy's going to go there. Okay. I don't know if I'm quite ready. But, okay, we have 6. This army's... It's 8 militia, though. I'm still going to wait it out a bit. But I'm getting close. I'm definitely close. I like to prepare enough so that I can kind of just blitzkrieg them. Just kind of storm in, take all their territories before they can really figure out what's going on and attack them from all the fronts. I like that factor in this game where you can kind of like strategize it out. And obviously it doesn't always work out exactly how you want it. But I think, as you'll see from when I show off Making History of the Calm and the Storm Gold Edition, the first game in the series, it's the Gold Edition, so it's not really a sequel, it's just an expanded version, and I think I'll show you guys that. But as you'll see, that game is a lot less forgiving with the combat than in this game. This game you can kind of last really, really long. So we get explosives. Ooh, we got to get some rail capacity up in here. Not that it matters, but we can't make steel yet, so, what are we going to do? Let's get some universities up in here. Let's get some more infantry. Did I make... You might as well make as many farms as you can. The thing with it is, like, even as China, who makes a fuck ton of food, and is usually, if I do conquer it as a puppet state in a regular game as another country, they're always who I steal my food from, but that's because I'm not using their MPUs. As China, you use the MPUs for your army to even get to this stage, so you don't really get to take as much advantage of it as you would want to. Which is unfortunate for the game. Game factor. Ooh, it's costing me so much. Alright. Gonna leave that be. For right now. I don't want to use up all my gold, all my money. But we have a nice profit now. We're 22,000 up, so nice little treasury building. That'll only expand as we take over the rest of China. Honestly, I could just do that and just leave like 4. and then send this guy over here. Should be cool, and these guys will expand some more. We'll be able to, because really, Japan's not going to be an enemy for a bit. Because usually my plan is this. I'm going to take over China, and then hardcore push building up ironworks and dockyards. I'm going to build like 8 to 10 motorworks and 8 to 10 aircraft hangars just so I can build up tanks, so I can build up an air force. But Navy and iron works just so that I can build up my rails. Mainly so that I can improve all the infrastructure, make it way easier to travel, especially once I get tanks. And that also, increasing the infrastructure in the region means that a city in the region can have more factories. So how this guy only has one factory, I'll be able to have another and another and another the higher I expand it. So, just pro tips here. But it's something that I didn't really think about early on when I first started playing the game. Like, I still learn things a bunch in this game that I just hadn't even thought about or hadn't even looked at it in that way. I'll be honest, I didn't realize you could do war support for a while. It took me a while until I realized that you could actually do that. I thought it was interesting that other countries could support wars, but not you, that you couldn't. But you could. I just never looked at that feature. Which is one of those things. Look at Germany. Look at Germany giving money to the communists. What's going on there? Adolf. What's the logic there? Okay, so yet again come to an autosave, which is good. It's definitely good. It's funny because I used to have autosave set on every turn because I was extra cautious because I didn't use it at first. And it was just taking so long for every turn because every turn would be one of those long ass turns. And it's just like, wow, you can't really get super far in this game. And then once you make it every 10 turns or even every 5 turns, it goes by way faster, and it just means it speeds up the game, makes you be able to play more. Like, it's crazy how the game can be just so different based on what settings you use that are like, oh, there goes Japan. Oh boy. Taking over more territory. That's slightly annoying because I like to have that. I hope the Chinese, because you'd be surprised, like, sometimes Japan does win, but often, more times than not, they don't. Looks like they're going to win. More often than not, the Chinese are able to repulse the Japanese aggressors, and they're able to take back their territory. But we'll have to wait and see. Either way, they might be fighting. That's why it's like, I'm kind of apprehensive about attacking early, because I kind of want them to push them out as much as they can. But it doesn't necessarily look like that might happen. Yep, there's another territory. And I don't want to be stuck with... It's not that I wouldn't be fine with this many territories, but, like, it would just be a longer grind to build up if we waited much longer. So I think this episode's probably getting near the end. One of the less active in terms of war, more in terms of build up and strategy. But the next episode for sure is going to be where I launch my attack against China. And potentially Japan. My thing with Japan is I just don't know if I'll be able to force a treaty surrender quick enough to where I'll be able to build up a strong enough navy to attack them. Like, I want to be able to get at least some of these coastal cities to attack the Japanese before I have to. Otherwise, like, I'm gonna be kind of screwed. Like, there's only 2 ports, 3 really if you count here, and really 4. And honestly, what I might have to do, I might have to requisition these port cities. Port city, port city, port city, port city, port city, port city. Maybe even attack Portugal. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? But it really just depends if the Japanese are able to hold on here. I hope they don't. Sorry, I'm yawning. This is a lazy Sunday that I'm recording this. I don't work Sundays, so I'm very happy to be able to, just chill and kind of relax on these days. More riots. Not that I particularly care. It's not going to do anything. University, university. Nice. There they are again. Yep, okay. Japan's really turning the corner here. That pretty much seals the deal. But, okay, so I think I'm going to leave it here. We're at July 31st, 1938, over halfway through the year. We're basically getting ready to attack China, turn our backs on our Chinese brother. At least they haven't taken it up here. Kind of cut that line off. I think when we get back, what we're going to do is attack China and then kind of prepare ourselves to reclaim the homeland against the Japanese. And the easiest way to do that is just to build up as many troops as we can. It's going to be a slaughter. We're going to lose so many troops, but to reclaim the homeland, it's going to be what's going to have to happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe for more, comment down below any thoughts, any comments, whatever you want to talk about. I'm going to do more videos with this game. I'm going to do more videos in general. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out my website, bobbydhutchinson.com, for future updates on my novel and other writing enterprises that I might pursue. Check me out on all my socials, and look forward to more videos from you. I'll talk to you guys soon, or from me. I look forward to talking to you guys later. Have a great day, and talk to you soon. Bye.